Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Arden Studios and welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's YouTube video guys, I am going to be going over some general tips and tricks I have to help you guys complete Beesmas Part 1. Now, Part 1 of the Beesmas update has been out for a couple of days now, and I have not completed it all yet. I still have to do Bucko, Riley, and Stickbug's quest. A lot of that is just because of the fact that, like, the Puffshrooms take me some time, and Stickbug's pollen requirements are actually, like, pretty high for my level. I'm not insanely good at the game, but I still have gotten a grasp for some of the tips and tricks, and I think I can give you guys some pretty important ones to help you guys out with doing the first part of Beesmas. Now, at the time of me recording this video, Onnit has not released the second half of Beesmas Part 1, meaning the Onnit, Honeybee, Spirit Bear Galentine, or Dapper Bear Ornament quests, anything like that is not released yet, but when those quests come out, I'll release more in the future. Also, I want to keep this intro short, but if you guys want a more detailed guide, like I really was thinking about making a video where I go over how to get the epic Puffshroom and defeat the level 15 Puffshroom for Stickbug. If you guys want a guide on how to do that, I do know, and I can definitely make that my next video, but please guys, comment down below what you don't understand about Beesmas still. I really want to make content that pertains to my audience, so it definitely helps me out if you guys just tell me what you're confused about, and I'll definitely make a video on it. But with that being said, I haven't done this in a while, but let's try to hit 10 likes on today's video, and no more rambling, let's get straight into it. Now, in terms of completing Beesmas Part 1, the very first tip I'm going to give you guys, and this is what you should do the minute you get into Beeswarm to play Beesmas Part 1, obviously I'm a little late, but you don't know who might come back to the game in a bit, is claim every single Beesmas quest right away. Don't worry about completing any of the quests. You want to go ahead, go down to Black Bear, Mother Bear, Stickbug, you want to go to Riley, Bucko, Brown Bear, every single NPC in the game and collect their Beesmas quest first thing. And the reason you want to do this is just because there are going to be quests that are going to require you to kill enemies or collect pollen from the same fields, and you are going to want to knock those out in one stone. That's not the kind of thing that you're going to have to wait for. So make sure you claim all your quests right away so that you're getting them done right away and meeting quest requirements at the same time. A lot of the Beesmas quests require you to, like, do timer-based things. They're time-gated, like defeating a certain snowbear or claiming stockings, anything of the... And overall, it's just going to be super duper important that you guys make sure you have claimed all of your bears and, you know, bears, bees, whatever's quests right away. That is going to be so essential. Now, the next tip is pretty obvious, but it's still super important because people can forget to do it. And while I believe you should be doing this with all of the Beeswarm decorations, make sure you do snow bears as often as possible. Now, even if you don't need it for any quests, snow bears drop tons of snowflake tokens, which actually is going to help you guys with quests. You can get even like 50 plus snowflake tokens from a snow bear, which is super duper useful. Snow bear is also going to be giving you a ton of snowflakes, obviously by correlation. And you are going to need to do level snow bears, not defeated a certain amount of times, but defeat levels for quests. Now, why that's important is because if you have to defeat 5 snow bears, then there's nothing you can really do about it. Wait till you get the quest and then start doing your snow bears. But if you need to defeat a level 5 snowbear, you should be doing your snowbear before you even get that quest, so that the second you get a quest that requires you to defeat a certain level snowbear, you already have it done. Really hope that made sense, but long story short, guys, just do your snowbear as often as possible. Even if you can't beat it, it only has a 1 hour and 30 minute timer, so if you're waiting on some friends, just do it and then wait the 1 hour 30. And in general, even if you can't beat it, it's going to drop so much rewards. Now, the next tip on the list for Beesmas, this is going to be how you guys, a general gist of how you guys are going to be completing your Riley, Bucko, and Stickbug quests, is going to be do Puffshrooms with friends. Puffshrooms with friends is so much more effective. You increase the spread by a crazy amount, and it is going to increase your chances of getting rares and epics by so much so that you can complete the quest. If you guys have good friends or you're a really good player yourself, it also helps out because you're going to be able to target Puffshrooms to defeat the level 15. I'm going to go into more depth about the Puffshrooms, especially like I said earlier for Stickbugs, if I do make a Stickbug video on his quest in specific. But with that being said, Puffshrooms are super important. The next tip on the list is going to be use planters, and more importantly, understand how nectars work. A lot of Beesmas quests center around planters this year. You're going to need to be able to collect tokens from planters, and more importantly, collect a certain time amount of nectar from planters. Now, this is just really essential because obviously all these quests need it. I still need 2 hours more of comforting from my Bucklebee quest, and it's just super important. I mean, you need to understand how planters work. Of course, watch whatever YouTuber you would like to learn about the nectars. I have a video on nectars too, but really just whatever makes it easier for you. And yeah, I really think that understanding how planters and nectars work is an essential part of Beesmas. My next tip for Beesmas Part 1, or at least for the beginning of Beesmas, is do not check Mother Bear's gingerbread house until you have to do it for a quest requirement. So I checked mine pretty recently because I had to check it for the quest before this Bee Bear quest. But you don't want to do this because how the Mother Bear's gingerbread house works is it stacks on hours. So that means that even though you can check it, if you go another 2 hours of playtime, while you have the ability to check it, it can store up more gingerbread bears. Now, I'm going to post you guys like a little example. Every 2 hours you get a gingerbread bear. So imagine that you've been in the game for 2 hours and you get 1 gingerbread bear in your house. But if you stay in the game for 3 hours and 50 minutes, that is not 4 hours, so you're not going to get 2 gingerbread bears, you still get 1. So you essentially stayed almost for 4 hours, but only got 1 gingerbread bear instead of 2, because you just randomly checked the house. So because that can happen, and you don't want to lose out on sweet playtime giving you gingerbread bears, honestly, this was a little confusing, but just know, guys, don't check it unless you have to, and then once you guys have finished the quest, I honestly wouldn't check your gingerbread house until you really need gingerbread bears. And guys, that is just going to be some of my basic tips for completing Beesmas Part 1. If you guys made it this far into the video, then just know I'm really grateful. This is such an amazing game community. You guys have been so supportive in the comments, and the last 2 videos did amazing. So let's try to hit 10 likes on today's video. I hope we can do it, and thank you guys all so much for watching. Have a wonderful Beesmas. Good luck grinding, everybody, and I really just hope you have an amazing day. Peace.